Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Hey, air signs. All right, y'all. So I am doing a health and wellness series. It is the beginning of the year, and this is the time of the year when a lot of us set, the New Year's resolutions. We want to get healthier. And for some of us, we're successful, we make it, we succeed, but some of us are, find it hard to stay motivated or consistent, um, for whatever reason, right? And I guess what I'm supposed to be, okay, first of all, that lighter. I feel like the messages that are trying to come through are for those who are really taking their self-love journey very seriously, right? Like you're tired of being or doing the same thing over and over again. Look, not all my lighters trying to. Well, this one has some. What's the problem? Okay, there you go. So for some of you, maybe you felt like the spark was gone. Like you felt like there was nothing left. You're tired. Something about your life force energy, that's your solar plexus. Color yellow could be very significant. But air signs, I feel like you're entering a period or a phase where you're just like it's time, right? Like you're ready to make the changes, but I feel like in order to make the changes, you need to figure out what it is that we need to change. I'm hearing overwhelmed. You may be feeling overwhelmed for some of you. Look, switch it up. Okay. All right, let's see. So we're going to get a few messages from this deck. I'm excited to use it. The Fitness Oracle deck. And then we're going to get some tarot to clarify to see what is that, any potential blockages and how we overcome them, any guidance. All right, y'all. So remember, this is still a general reading. If it does not resonate, please don't force the shoe to fit. There'll be more readings to come. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Also, please remember, even though I am a certified fitness coach and a specialist in fitness nutrition, I am not a registered dietitian, nor am I a doctor. So before you decide to switch up anything in your daily routine, make sure that you speak to a healthcare professional prior to making the changes, okay? I just use my intuitive gifts as well as my knowledge in fitness and nutrition to share the messages. I have been a certified fitness coach for over 10 years, actually. Okay, air signs. Not me kicking the camera and the cards going all over the place. So we have intermittent fasting. So for some of you, you're considering this type of method to help you possibly lose weight or even just maintain weight. It says every method can be effective, but figuring out which one works one works best depends on the individual. Do some research and see what type of fasting works best for you. So fasting could be very beneficial, y'all, but like I said, before you decide to make any changes to your regular or daily routine, make sure that this is something that is healthy for you. If you're someone that's very active, you're consistently, you have a physically demanding job, fasting will probably, I would not as a coach recommend it, only because you do need a certain amount of calories in order for your body to even just function at its normal bodily functions, right? Blinking, breathing, swallowing, like walking, those take energy. And let's add the fact that, say you work in construction, you're up and down the ladder on the top of a house, or, lifting bricks and shit, fasting is probably not the best route to go in. Yes, it will help you lose weight quickly, possibly, but it can also at the rate that you would be forcing your body to move could definitely affect other things like your mood, your the way you process things, your brain function, the energy that you have to even push through the day. You could get injured at work if you don't have that type of energy or focus. So, like I said, something before making a decision to, especially when you're fasting, speak to a healthcare professional before doing so. Dating and dieting. No romantic partner is worth giving up your goals. So don't ditch your healthy eating habits just because your date is cute or because you feel pressure to eat the way they do. So this is very hard for a lot of my clients. I will say most of the clients that find it difficult to reach their goals, it's because of their support system or their environment, the people they are surround themselves with, right? And especially with the person that we're sleeping with at night, right? They have a huge influence in our daily routine. So if you find yourself in a relationship or in a connection that keeps you from reaching your fitness goals, I'm not saying break up with the person, but I am saying that there could be a necessity to set certain healthy boundaries, right? Conversations, possibly. I'm hearing communication. Communicate with your partner how important it is for you to reach a certain fitness goal, possibly even making this a team effort for some of you, like getting your person to join you on this journey, maybe not forcing them, letting them make the choices on what it is that they could possibly adjust for a healthier or lifestyle, right? But just because you're making certain changes or you're wanting to adjust certain things with your, diet or your daily routine, we can't force someone else to jump on board unless they're ready for that. Now, is it helpful? Absolutely. The better you and another person see eye to eye on certain situations, it's easier to navigate, especially difficult. Weight loss can be difficult, right? Any fitness goal could be difficult because you're having to change or adjust something that you're not used to doing, right? Which in whatever your goal whatever your goal is, you're having to adjust or change something that you're typically used to, right? So to have that support system is necessary. Also, if you're single and you're dating, right? Picking your romantic partners, when you're dating, taking that into consideration as well. You've dated people in the past that, are not physically active, right? Or they don't have very healthy they don't have a healthy relationship with food or nutrition, right? And you do. And that's something that is very important to you. So when you are out here dating, that could be something that you want to take into consideration because it makes a difference in how you show up for yourself as well. There's nothing wrong with, picking what's important for you when you're dating. Body type. Once you understand your current state body type, consider the y'all don't laugh at me, structural and metabolic changes that are associated with it. Then tailor your exercise plan and dietary needs. So, okay. The body type. There's 3 body types: ecto, endo, and meso. Ectomorph, endomorph, and mesomorph, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm almost positive I'm saying it correctly. Either way, either it's easy for you to gain weight, or it's either your metabolism is works pretty fast, and you're on the more leaner or petite or athletic, or you are in between, right? You can easily gain weight, you can easily lose it, depending, on whatever the goal may be. Once you determine what body type you are, if you're on the endo, is it endomorph? I'm almost positive it is, you guys. But basically finding a plan or creating an exercise plan that helps you based off of your body type. How do you figure that out? There is, if you do have a gym membership, almost all gym or bigger gyms do have trainers and who are willing to give you at least one free session, or you're able to get like this information. They're able to give you like your body type, your body fat, your current weight, your measurements. If not, your doctor could help you determine this information as well, to determine what is your body type. And then from there, you're able to, again, create some sort of plan that are tailored to your body type. Like, hold on. I saw the bottom. Look, I was gonna say with the computer, there's an energy of, yes, there is something about if you don't know, it's like, how can I put it? I'm hearing ignorance is bliss. So the reason why you could find yourself repeating a specific pattern when it comes to you reaching your fitness goals is not because you don't have the desire, or you don't. It's because there needs to be an initiative to gather some sort of information. Like, take a little bit of time to do a little research when it comes to, your actual body needs. Don't just go along with diets or whatever fad, whatever is, in style right now. Like, actually do the research, because I feel like there is some sort of pattern here that keeps repeating. And the pattern will continue as long as we stay in ignorance. Like I said, ignorance is bliss. So, okay. There is a need to educate oneself here. Yeah. Heavy on the education. Like research. Alright, let's get some clarity for my air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, on their fitness journey, on the road to get healthier. Can you give us a little bit more clarity? And I don't know if I said this already, you guys, but don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, hello to my new subscribers. So glad that you decided to join the team. Okay, Two of Wands, that's the plan right there. Two of Wands literally talks about creating some sort of plan. You see, she's holding a phone. So, that research, creating a plan based off of actual research. Intermittent fasting. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. Look for the truth. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio could be significant. They're showing up. But, okay. Liquids, something about liquids could be significant. Drinking more water, hydrating could be very significant. Something about your mental health seeing things clearly. So I feel like I'm talking to someone that has been doing fasting. Maybe you're doing a water fast, or you're thinking about doing a water fast. And although it could be very, very beneficial, right? It can clean your system, it can do X, Y, Z. It is important for you to consider all factors. Don't just go for it because it sounds good. Go for it because it makes sense for you. Yes, it's going to make you lose the weight. Of course, you're surviving off of water. But is it healthy? No. I'm hearing no. Especially if you live a very active lifestyle. Okay, make sure you get all the facts. Make sure you get the truth. Make sure you base a decision off facts. Because it's something about your mind, clear thinking. I don't know if you've been experiencing like fog, brain fog, I'm hearing. And it could be because your body is in survival mode right now. What else? Eight of Cups. More water. Two of Cups at the bottom. Ooh, it's a lot of love here. A lot of emotion. So we're talking about dating and dieting here. So there could be a relationship or something about your emotions. Remember, we are interconnected individuals. We cannot separate emotional, physical, and mental from each other. Everything is interconnected, point blank, period. Okay? If you don't believe in that, I don't know what to tell you. But I read as an individual who I cannot speak about the physical without speaking about the mental and the emotional. And clearly there is something here that could have emotionally triggered you to want to go into this water fast, right? I don't know if you're having to walk away from a situation, but there's an emotional detachment. But this emotional detachment brings a lot of clarity. And it could be clarity about your health, right? Like how how you take care of yourself. For some of you with the fast, I have heard, during fasts, we tend to reach a certain level of, a spiritual connection, a deeper connection with God, because a lot of people need the energy, the life force energy that Source gives, right? That to help you push through, that mental strength to continue on. And I feel like that's what it is. That's what you could be going through. It's like you're getting that mental strength to walk away or leave something behind. It's like you're releasing a lot of things right now. Even through your digestion, I'm hearing maybe you're releasing, fasting can be, you're drinking green juices. You could be drinking green juices, which help to clear out the system. And I feel like that's showing up in so many different ways. Emotionally, like you're maybe leaving relationships behind. Especially connections that really don't align with you, with your soul, I'm hearing, with who you truly are at the core. If it doesn't align, you're walking away from it. You're closing cycles. Okay. What else with the Eight of Cups? Eight of Wands. Moving on. 8. So you could be seeing 88 or 888. Here's your big air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I feel like you guys are stepping heavy into your power, right? Standing up for what really honestly makes you feel confident, or that's the energy you're getting ready to come into. And this is because you're leaving behind a whole lot of shit is the best way I can put it. I mean, you're shitting it out, and and you're leaving shit behind. Literally and figuratively. There's a lot of movement here. There could be communication as well coming in for some of you, clear communication. So there is, again, going back to the research part, gathering research on this type of diet plan, the intermittent fasting. But honestly, like I said, I feel like for some of you guys are detaching from certain connections or relationships that really don't align with your values and your beliefs. Like, you're cutting the shit out. You're done playing with people. I feel like you're very focused on a specific goal. Yeah, look at the moon. You're, with the moon energy, that's Cancer, Pisces energy. Again, going back to the emotions. And I know you guys are air. You guys are ruled by your damn thoughts. But I feel like air signs, you're in a period, or you're in a phase right now where you're enjoying the mystery of life. Like, you're just enjoying the mystery of what you're not caught up on. How can I put it? You're not caught up on the fears and the anxiety and the doubt anymore, right? And I literally just said you guys like to live in your head, the overthinking, right? And it just feels like you're coming out of that type of energy. You're working through a lot of emotions, especially, again, when it comes to relationships, or maybe how maybe you were used to dating individuals who, again, had very different outlook or view on what healthy was, right? I feel like you could have dealt with a lot of anxiety or doubt or fears, but it's like you're moving away from that. And you're moving away from that because you're moving away from people that brought that energy with them. I feel like you're just working on your inner peace. You know, you're self-reliant. You're eating more vegetables with the carrots that she's holding. More root vegetables, I'm hearing. For some of you, I feel like you could be doing a cleanse, like a vegetable cleanse. You're like juicing. I feel like we just had a full moon on the 1st, I believe. If you set certain intentions during that time, I feel like now you're getting ready to actually come up with some sort of plan that's going to help you move forward. Like, keep it's like you're on a specific journey and you're not allowing anything from your past to stop you anymore. Any past beliefs, any past doubts. For some of you, something about your childhood, like how you always viewed yourself as a child. Something about your body type. Maybe for some of you, dealt with body shaming, or you didn't have a positive sense of, I want to say positive sense of self, but you, I'm going to leave it there. That's all I'm hearing. So I feel like you had to work, or there was a lot of work when it came to releasing or healing the inner child. As I was saying, there was a lot of work. Here's the 8 of Pentacles, which literally talks about work. It's like you were really focusing on that. I'm hearing you've been really putting in the work. So maybe, especially if there was something about your childhood, beliefs about your own body from, things that were maybe passed down to you or things that were said to you. Yeah, you're moving away from it. You could be seeing 66 as well. 6 does talk about healing and harmony, right? Doing that inner healing. And I feel like you're moving away from that. Exactly. Those negative beliefs about yourself, those negative emotions that you possibly felt about your shape or the way you, I don't know, I'm hearing perceived yourself. It's like you're seeing, you're entering 2016 with such 2016. That's crazy. I was literally just talking to my sister about bringing that 2016 energy back into 2020, bringing it into 2026. So for some of you, 2016, something significant happened that year. But I feel like in 2026, you're entering this year with an energy full of clarity and honesty, right? A positive sense of who you are, in a clear picture of what the final goal is for you this year. And I feel like you're in this period of not only healing a part of yourself or inner child, but you're also taking the time to educate yourself, right? I feel like the more you take that time to research and educate and get the proper help, from professionals when it comes to the fitness part of it, or just even researching, right? But I know that there's a lot of information on that on the internet. So if you need my guidance, you know where to reach me. The description box below has my contact information. But if anything, right, I see where you're at you're at a point in your life where you're willing to do the work, or you are doing the work, especially the inner child healing that is helping you move towards, calmer waters, that is helping you get unstuck, heal certain parts of yourself. I feel like for some of you, you could have really struggled. I'm hearing with self-image, how you viewed yourself. Maybe for some of you, I don't know, how do I put it? It says steady progress with your fitness. It doesn't matter how slow you go as long as you don't stop. Okay. This is a doctor. Look, doctor visit. I'm telling y'all, something about talking to the doctor. Even though you may feel confident that you can handle your weight loss on your own, you may need a doctor's help so that you may lose weight the right way. So yeah, something about consulting your doctor or a professional, someone that can actually give you facts based off of your specific body type. Okay? Oh, I like this for y'all. I really, really do. All right, air signs. Let me get some final guidance from Spirit on this health and wellness journey that you find yourself on. Alright, guidance for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm in the Mercury retrograde, y'all, because I've been effing up my words all day long. Higher power. Number 4. Let me see. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. Jeez, why can't I read? You are always protected and divinely directed. So this, I feel like this weight loss, for some of you are on, you could be in a spiritual journey. You could be in a spiritual, I'm hearing transition, because I'm hearing with the Six of Swords, I feel like you're going from one version of yourself to a whole different one. I feel like you guys are tapping into your higher power, the higher source. Before you decide to fast, though, there is a need to get that connect with a professional. Like I said, if it is something that it can be very drastic, fasting can be very drastic. So before you decide to go that way, like I said, it is important that you contact or connect with someone that is very knowledgeable. If you are someone that doesn't do doctors, I understand, I get it. But there is a higher power that you can connect to that can give you guidance on how it is to move forward. If you're very spiritually connected, right? Don't let the ego get in the way of the decision making. But yeah. Okay, air signs. I hope this message gave you a little bit of guidance or clarity on your wellness and health journey. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. And I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.